Hello, everybody. I'm Nancy Narong, and welcome to the Global Women Achievers Festival 2021. Today, I have with me a woman who has donned many hats. She's the director founder of Brand Fusion and is on the board of directors of Jammu and Kashmir Bank. But that's not all. Let's find out more. Welcome to the show, Monica.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, as I was reading, Monica, from social work to being on the board of directors, to being an entrepreneur, to being a mother, what is it that you've not done? Let's start with that.
I think miles to go. And if I start with that, our interview will carry on for an hour. So it's like that. Being a mother is an everyday job, and you want to give your best, but you also end up learning a lot from your child. So it's not only contributing.
A one-way thing.
It's a learner profile in itself. Entrepreneur is the same thing. Every day there's a new situation and there are 1,000 solutions you need to provide in a day. You hone your skills on a daily basis. It's a continuous journey, and more brands we are adding into Fusion as a group. More and more challenging it's getting. Also, grooming your own team, creating a succession planning, building your capacity. From business, suddenly you start moving to contributing to your people, contributing to your clients, contributing to your partners. And that's when you get on to mentoring. You go beyond making monies and you get into building organization.
And that is why you are supporting so many startups, helping them accomplish their dream, right?
I think a couple of them, absolutely, yes. I mean, I'll take up on that, but not so many right now. I could do justice only to two of them. So two of those startups, one in the IT and another one in the design and consultancy space. I am supporting that. And I'm really happy to see that, how people come forward and they know how to take the best out of you, like you are doing right now.
So, Monica, now you started your company at a very young age when girls are trying to figure out what to do in life. You started at 19. So what was the big push, or shall I say pull?
So I think I got lucky. I skipped one standard because, at that time when we were kids and if we did well in studies, they double promoted you. So otherwise at 19 would have become 20. So little advantage of destiny, and also I think the passion. And, I always tell people that in my story to tell, I've not planned my professional life ever. I only focused on what I can do best in the present moment. I always thought of giving my best in now, and that paved ways to more. So like that, one day came when I was contacted by one of my clients, and he says, could you join me as a marketing manager? And I thought it's not a bad idea because he's giving me 4 times the salary of my annual package. And when I went to him, I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that, but I can help you if you need immediate help. He says, then why don't you do this event? We need to launch a perfume. I said, all right, we can do this. And started with that, I started an event management company. I used my integrated marketing and communication, and we created a niche area, which is marketing experiential setup. We moved to exhibition, expos, intellectual properties, and to being a professional congress organizer. And then from one strength to another, people take you as well. So you feel so much gratitude of the ones who meet you and see a potential in you. They don't want to leave you behind.
And, with already having your kitty full, you have done a lot of, contribution for social causes. I mean, you've been associated with many of them.
So see, I'm very fortunate. In the beginning of my career, my industry used to be quite silent during the summertime, because most of the activities and most of the marketing campaigns would happen in the winters. So I thought of contributing, learning new things, and that really helped me. And sooner I realized that those summers were gone. They were gone into doing many other things. So I supported weavers because I'm very fond of our Indian heritage, especially our textiles. And you see, they're beautiful. If you look at Banarsi saris, you go and see Upara saris from South. You go to Maharashtra, they have Patanis. You go anywhere, you'll see in every 200 kilometer we move on to, there is a different attire, different food,
a different language, a different culture altogether. Yes.
And with all of this commercialism and retail hitting us, and all the wonderful brands who walked in and added more to our life, like you can see, I'm wearing a sari right now as well. I'm very proud of our heritage. It's beautiful. On various international platforms, I felt that, Indian women looked absolutely lovely, like a divinity standing up there.
Absolutely.
So this is where I supported them. But I also did a lot of work in environment. That's a tribute to my daughter, because once we were flying off from New York to San Francisco, and she was 3-year-old, and I asked her, I said, what can I get you on a birthday we can buy from Frisco? And she told me, I want a whole forest. You have to get me that. And I kept telling her that a forest is a bit too much. Let us say I can
settle for something achievable.
So as we had 4 hours in a flight, she kept arguing with me that how can we make a forest? She said, you can plant trees and you can start making a forest. By the time I grow up, the forest would be ready. Wow. So then when I reached there, I realized, what the hell? So since then, I think we planted more than 1.5 lakh trees at our own pace. And we take a lot of our own birthday gifts and all. We plant trees, and for a lot of other people, we plant trees, and people have been kind. And particularly Lakshmi Taru sapling. So Lakshmi Taru is something which is our honorable ex-president Abdul Kalam Azad ji had talked a lot about, because it doesn't take too much water, it doesn't need too much manure, and it has from anti-cancer properties to anti-inflammatory, etc., etc. So
Monica, sustainability is the buzzword these days, but do you feel enough is being done towards the whole concept?
See, it can never be enough when it comes to a concept like sustainability, because it is like every day. It's like every day you brush your teeth, every day you take shower. It's never enough till the time we are alive. And even when we are gone, how neatly, nicely, in a clean way we are done with by the people behind us. There is nothing left about us here. So look at the recycle of the nature, the renew and the recycle. A new child is born, and the full renewed energy, and then the old one is gone. It's completely recycled, finished, done, over. You become a manure, or you settle down on the riverbed. It's like that. So picking up from there, sustainability is an absolutely natural concept. We are born into a sustainable world. Look at the fact that the planet Earth, everything goes into it and everything comes out of it. There's no other space we throw it in. There's nothing else. It is all here. So now look at it. When Earth can operate on its own as a renewable model, renew, recycle, and refresh.
It's very innate nature. It is, you're right, that's such an enlightening concept, because we always, when we think of sustainability, we always think it's you have to make a lot of extreme decisions, let go of things, and but you're right, it's like a choice you make every single day, and Earth by its nature is sustainable. What a point.
Look at the fact that I was called for a sustainability solutions and over a European Association of Women, and we had a brainstorming session. And when I was representing Asia, I told them, I said, so the whole topic of discussion was the fabrics which people wear clothes in Europe, and they change their clothes every year or 2 years, so they throw it outside like in a garbage bin.
Fast fashion,
Yeah, so it goes into in the larger dustbin or municipality dustbin. Now all those clothes, they emit carbon, and that emission cannot be taken by environment, and sometimes they do not decompose for 200 to 500 years because of the synthetic yarn. Now they are urging their people to keep their clothes inside the cupboard, recycle it, give it to someone. But look at our culture. So when I had to represent Asia, I told them that our mother bought saris, which came to us, the bed covers and the saris and the crochet covers and the tablecloths. We would probably and perhaps would give it to our children. If not, we wear them. We wear them so much, iron them so many times, and wash them as many times, and then give it to our cousins or sisters, brothers, and then they reach our house help, and then they become dusters, and then they become car cleaners. And by the time whole emission is gone and the fabric is decomposed in the utility only. Okay. So look at India and our values. So I'm a big fan of sustainability, effortless sustainability. Let me tell you that everything is recycled. You can use and make sculpture out of it. You can send it to the right places. You can segregate it. you can decompose it, you can do a waste at home, even in the apartments with a 2-bedroom set. It's very simple techniques which Art of Living is also propagating. And more than that, it needs awareness, information, education, and communication.
So, Monica, besides your professional life and all the social work you're doing, you're also a mother, a wife, and you have responsibilities back home too. Now, how have you maintained that work-life balance and made sure that all spheres of your life are given due importance?
It's very difficult. You must be knowing that. It's very difficult to juggle. So I think I talk. I keep my communication with my family, my house help, especially my daughter and husband. I also have been very fortunate. I've been part of the joint family. So I knew it from the very beginning that I have to do many things. So I've always kept people along with me. I do not create any dissonance in my home ecosystem. I am like a deer at home. I may be a tiger outside. So, there are no problems from me people can face. And I'm a likable soul at home. So that just wins over a lot of battles. Most important person in my life is definitely my only daughter, and they are so special because you get this unadulterated love from them. That's the true input which we get to be able to give output to anything and anyone. And when we get the best in the world, whether I'm on the board or I'm in my office or I'm mentoring my people, I cannot even imagine or fathom that I will give any less to her. So I take out early mornings, I take out evenings, I come back from office. Sometimes I take her for work trips. Until she was 3, I actually carried her in a magazine rack also in a couple of meetings. Put her up on there, and one of the clients got up and said, "Isme kya laye ho, madam?" I said, "Sir, mera bachcha rest kar raha hai isme." And he says, "Aap contract lo aur jao apne bachche ko leke, don't sit here." But I have never left her behind because, you see, I don't want to be regretting later. I can be shameless a little bit, and people will understand. If they're so celebrating Women's Day, they will.
That's the most innovative way I've ever heard anybody carrying a baby. So I think that is such a valuable thing you've said. I'm a deer at home. People often, women mistake that, just because they're bold and fearless, that they can sort of get away. But this is the most practical piece of advice I have got from any woman, and I will absolutely, adapt to it. So, Monica, what message do you want to give to women out there who want to start their entrepreneurial journey and want to make it big?
See, first thing I want to say is do not feel guilty when you want to say that I want it all. I mean, accept the fact that you want it all. Because the moment you accept it, every action you will make towards that want it all, it will become effortless. That's my first thing. Secondly, keep your home environment absolutely intact. Do little things, which will not take too much time, but with our good nature, great attitude and lovingness, we don't need to win any battles at home. We don't need to create any wars at home, because when the home is peaceful and you get your love and nurturing from home, you can go outside and blossom. Number 3 is do not compromise. Do not compromise your dreams. Do not compromise your qualification. If you feel at certain stage, I need to add this in myself, please do it. Be fearless about it. And number 4 is, of course, have passion, interact with people, connect with them, communicate with them, network with them, because that will give you more and more opportunities. It is a beautiful thing that you think you are the only one who's thinking about yourself. But look at it, at 10 o'clock in the night, you are thinking about me. So there's so many people who are thinking about you. Just allow them. Be effortless. Don't be too harsh on yourself, and keep looking beautiful. That's one of the best things about us. Most importantly, I would really like to put my thanks in place for the Professional Times, India Media Council, and a very, very special thanks to Kshitij for chasing me, for getting me and convincing me, and also being so loving and so nurturing. Nancy, you are wonderful. A big one coming here for you. I have been seeing a couple of your interviews. You're amazing, and I want you to continue this journey of yours. Many wishes on this Women's Day.
On that note, Monica, I would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for such a lovely interview. Really, you've talked about the practicalities, yet, and to be aspirational and to never compromise on your dreams. It must be so inspirational to all the women out there. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thank you. And many wishes to you as well.